What's up guys, Well Customs here, and today we're going to take a look at the DC Collectibles Mr. Freeze action figure created by Capullo. I hope I'm saying that right. Definitely looks like an awesome looking figure. I love the detail, love the sculpting. Let's open him up. Alright guys, so here is Mr. Freeze out of the box now. Just looking at the sculpt, it looks awesome. Let's take a look at it up close really quickly. And oh man, this thing looks really nice. Great detail, great sculpting job going down even to the head sculpt. We'll get into that more later, but looking at his outfit itself, it's definitely a unique look, more than definitely something different that we're used to. We're always used to having Mr. Freeze in a whole suit, not really seeing the skin at all. So it's a different look and approach to it, but I actually like it. It's something new and fresh, and you know, he's a lot more slimmer looking also as well. But definitely still pretty cool. We'll take a look at the back also. Is his gas tank right here. Looks pretty cool. Nothing too special looking, but it's definitely a nice look to it overall. Alright, now let's take a look at the head sculpt. It's something that looks really good. The helmet itself is removable, which is pretty cool. You can take that off and it's on a ball joint. You can move the head around. But the head sculpt, like I said, definitely something you want to look at. And I hope you're in HD or 720p right now, because you take a look at that. That is one detailed looking head sculpt. They did a great job in doing that. Also, the paint job really does enhance the head sculpt a lot. Did a great job with the overall light blue and also the dark blue and the cracks and also the details. Really enhancing the sculpting on this guy. Definitely looks pretty nice. Even the glasses they did a great job coloring it in. You know, it's a little small detailed piece right there, and they did a great job in getting all the cracks and also the details in there. Looks pretty good. Even the hair looks pretty good. You can see up there a nice wash over that. This is very impressive. You could definitely look at this and say this is probably one of the best Mr. Freeze action figures, head sculpts at least, that we got in a long time. Alright, now getting into some details of the outfit itself. I love the paintwork and also the simpleness of the outfit also. The paintwork looks pretty good. Nice gunmetal like dry brushing as well. Looks pretty good. I like the small details and the small applications and I guess you could say accessories on his body, like these armbands. Looks pretty nice, but I like the added design right here. Looks pretty cool. The tubes over here are pretty soft rubber, which is a nice touch. They don't get in the way of articulation at all or anything, so that's pretty cool too. You see a canister over here, maybe a button here and there. I'm not really sure if it's supposed to be a button or something. The belt looks pretty nice too. It doesn't really stick, it's not permanently on, it seems like, so it has some give over there, which is a nice touch. Now getting to the pants and also the, I guess you could say that's a tank top, or maybe it's a whole one-piece outfit. But the texture is really nice. I like the texture. You could definitely feel it. Good quality right there. The simple paint job looks like it's just a regular black wash over it. But still looks pretty nice overall. He has some canisters on the side over here that don't come out, but they do move a little bit. So that's a nice touch too. I'm not really sure what they're for. And going down, he has some kind of knee pads, armor right here, which is pretty nice. And his feet too are pretty designed nicely. Nothing too crazy, but it still looks pretty nice. But like I said, he's a lot slimmer looking, so it's definitely a unique look to him. And even looking at the skin, that, you know, we don't really see Mr. Freeze's skin a lot at all. So it's a nice blue with a lot of shading of a darker blue into it, so you can see the rest of his body. It looks pretty nice and cool. Definitely a nice touch to that. Now getting to his gun looks pretty interesting looking, something that we normally don't see from a typical Mr. Freeze blaster. Definitely interesting, like I said, more concept looking, but like I said before, it is refreshing. Looks like the paint job is the standard gunmetal like overall over it with some blue to enhance the sculpt, which is not that bad. Like I said before, it's something different, so can't complain at all. Going to articulation really quickly, has a ball jointed head. It goes left and right. Let's go up pretty good and down pretty nicely. You could definitely move the head around a little bit, get a nice angle pose, and put the helmet on with no problem, which is pretty cool. He has ball jointed disc shoulders. They go all the way around, in and out. Bicep over here, one point at the elbow. He has a swivel and also a hinge at the wrist over there, which is pretty nice. He has a nice ab crunch as well. Pretty decent. Goes down that much, goes up. Waist swivel. His hips are pretty, you know, not the best. They go out a little bit nicely, but they don't go up at all that much, because you can see right there, they pretty much meet at the meet right there. So it really does restrict the up and down movement. Thigh swivel right there. 2 points at the knee, which is pretty nice. Get that bent right there. And at the ankle he has a hinge joint which rotates, so it goes all the way around nicely, and also a hinge. So decent articulation. I do wish that the hip joint was a little bit better for him to move his leg a little bit more out, but everything else is pretty good too. His gun, his hands are two different poses. One's holds a gun fist right like that. The other one's opened up like that over here. So this one holds the gun basically like this. So you can still get him to nice poses either way. You know, you never really see Mr. Freeze as really active anyway. So he pretty much just stands and walks and shoots. So this is still decent enough posing for him like that, which is pretty cool. Size comparisons. Here is Mr. Freeze of these 6-inch Batman figures. Now I normally only collect 6-inch figures, but if I see a nice 7-inch figure, including if it's a villain, I'm definitely going to get it. And in my opinion, I think it's a pretty good size comparison. Sometimes when I think of Mr. Freeze, I always thought of him as being a lot taller than Batman, bigger, so in my opinion I think it looks pretty good. Of course, I'm sorry to regret I don't have a 7-inch Batman to compare, but for me I'm pretty happy how this looks overall. And this is definitely a great looking figure. Definitely pick it up if you are a huge Mr. Freeze collector, and man, you have to admire the details and the sculpting on this guy. Definitely really cool. And that's about it, guys. So thanks for watching. Like always, comment, criticize, subscribe, do whatever you want to pay attention. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go to wildandcustoms.com. If you liked the video, get a thumbs up. Peace!